And I think it's important to learn from those you work with, especially those in the same school, because then I think it helps develop the whole school's approach to learning. Okay, so this year we haven't been able to see as many people as we really would have liked to, and professional learning opportunities have been limited. So I was wondering, what are you most interested in for professional learning next year? Might start with you, Blake.
Yeah, this year's been a bit of an interesting year for me because I've worked across so many different schools, so many different contexts. So, in terms of my professional development next year, I'm really looking forward to doing a deep dive into my school because I know that I'll be staying there next year. So, I want to get to know the kids. I want to observe other teachers. I want to see how what I'm doing in my classroom fits with others to build that cohesive collection and connection between each of the different classrooms. And a big area that I've identified to do this is around embedding Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander content into my classroom because NAIDOC Week was only a couple of weeks ago. And both the other music teacher and I were really excited to do, lots of singing in language and those sorts of things. But then once we started researching, we realized one, we're probably not the people to be delivering that content. And two, it's also really hard to find stuff that is specific to the area that you're in, the context that you're in. So we've actually partnered with an Aboriginal teacher from a neighbouring school, and so we're going to be doing lots of collaboration and working together. And she's going to teach us and show us how we can start embedding these ideas across the whole year, not just in NAIDOC Week. And I'm really excited to have people come into my classroom and share their engagement with music. So it's not just coming from me, it's coming from the community as well. So that's my key. I can't do this alone. We can't do this alone. So I'm going to bring people into my classroom, and that'll be a form of professional learning for me too. I'll throw to you, Linda.
Awesome. Blake, I really like your comment about not being able to do this alone. So personally, I would like to develop my teaching a little bit more, and I know that comes um from support. So I would love to visit some really experienced teachers and their classrooms to see how do they deliver content, how do they manage classrooms. And because I've got seniors again next year, in terms of PL for VCE, I would really like to learn a little bit more and develop myself as a VCE English teacher. I'm thinking about can I, become an examiner? Can I apply for that? Can I look at professional development on how to improve engagement with the text? So little things like that, but also at the junior year levels, trying to re-engage the students with their learning because they've had a tough year this year, but next year they've got the opportunity to kind of build on what they know and have me in the classroom and using my teacher instruction to drive that learning. Yeah, so that's for me. Caitriona, what about you?
Yeah, well, at my school, I know that not so much this year, but in previous years, they've really had a lot of professional learning teams going on. But because of COVID this year, we haven't been able to run them. And just in general, I think there's been a lot less opportunities for PLs and, that interaction, that communication and collaboration that, we really want and need. So I'm looking forward to being able to learn from other teachers and be part of a professional learning team, do some observations and also have others observe me because sometimes, you get so stuck in your own box and it's nice to have that outside opinion. And I think it's important to learn from those you work with, especially those in the same school, because then I think it helps develop the whole school's approach to learning. You have consistency across the whole school, which I think is lovely.